Hi guys, TTA here with some PDA for you. And what I would like to talk about in this video is why experience matters so much. I mean, why is experience so important? You see job vacancies and they ask for at least so number of experience, and I see quite a lot of comments and get quite a number of feedback that say, if you don't hire us, how will we gain that experience, right? You need to give us that opportunity to get that experience. Why must all the positions be asking for experience? But this is what I want you to understand. If you go to a hospital, right, you're not feeling well, and you see a doctor, and the doctor tells you, I just finished from medical school, so you'll be my first patient. And you see another doctor that has been doing this for some time. Who are you more likely to have attend to you? First question. Maybe you have like a legal issue, right? And you get someone who just came out of law school versus someone who has won so many cases. Who are you more likely to employ to be your legal counsel? Why I use these examples, which you might not see as the same, is because you need to understand that a lot of positions out there are not new. They were not created overnight, which means that this is a role that people have been performing time and time again, years and years again, and it's definitely not new to our environment, right? So this is why, first off, a lot of such roles don't immediately ask or immediately not refer to the importance of experience. They want someone who has some level of experience, right? So that you give the person this offer and they don't fumble so much from the onset. And you can also look at it this way, like, would you buy bread from someone who is baking for the first time when you can actually buy bread from someone who has baked before for someone? I'm not saying that people with no experience will never get the opportunity. You will, but this is just to explain the importance of why positions ask for experience. Another reason why experience is asked for is because the role itself demands you to know something. Sometimes the experience might not be years. It might just be, for example, a customer service role might need experience with effective communication. You might not have done this as a professional, but you need to know how to communicate effectively, which means you know how to talk to people, you know how to listen to people, right? That's experience. If you've never really paid attention to the fact that when people talk, I should listen, or at least I should mind the way I speak with people, then you don't have effective communication experience, correct? So what you need to understand and how you could probably work on gaining experience is when you see these positions asking for experience, you can just look at what those key things that they need that is required when experience is asked for, and see how you can work on getting it. And how can you work on getting it even if you don't get the opportunity to volunteer or intern? You can search on the internet. What does the internet say about this position? What does the internet say about this skill? How can I pick it up? I mean, some people that become fantastic chefs, they found a video on YouTube and they watched how the person made the delicacy, and then they tried it, they put it into practice, and they got it right. For example, a role is asking for computer skills. You've never really worked somewhere, so you're like, how do I get computer skills? If you watch YouTube videos, if you Google these things on the internet and just watch others do it, and if you have access to a laptop or even a smartphone, you can play around with these applications and create work for yourself if you can't find work online. Or even people around you, you can say, let me do something for you. For example, recently, like, my cousin got married. Yay, so excited for her. And I was assisting her with collecting Ashoebi payments, and I could have just easily sent her a message and say, okay, this is the person I paid, this is the person I paid. But I decided to put it on the spreadsheet. I'm like, so that you can have access, you can see it. And I put each amount, and instead of me getting a calculator to count, I just did equal sum. This she did not really ask for, but this is just me putting my skills into practice. So what I'm trying to say here is we can actually gain experience on our own without someone hiring us first before we get that experience. How can we do this? Study positions that you're interested in. See what is required of those roles and see how within your small space you can start getting those experiences. If it's from your relationships with friends, with parents, with senior colleagues, with neighbors, even if you already have a job and you're looking for the next level, look at roles that you know are within that next level space and see how you can start gaining those experience. Your current role doesn't really require you to do much Excel, just Word. See how you can start doing some things Excel related so you can start gaining that experience. So with the next time you see another job ad or an internal vacancy that requires Excel skills, you're not just starting from scratch saying, oh, I wish you had taught me. You've already started picking up those skills and it's easy for you to transition into that space. So yes, this is why experience matters, and I hope you will take this more into consideration when you see these roles. You won't get too angry about it, but because you know this now, you will start preparing yourself so the next time you see experience required, you, my friend, are already experienced to the right degree. Wishing you all the best and see you next time. Bye-bye.